Top of morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was the Paradox? From Ben 10, of course. the But in this universe, though, or in this What If, I'm making Paradox Zuko is like way too powerful. I'm making him so overpowered that even like he could think really fast. And he was born with this power. So yeah. Huh. So then when the yeah. So basically it's pretty overpowered, that I'm gonna say. Like I'm making Zuko so powerful that even yeah. Okay. So let's begin. So in this universe, it's a beginning. So in this universe, there's people with quirks, and there's people with actual abilities. Never both, because that's a legendary rare. So Zuko was that legendary rare. It's like common means like quirkless. No. Rare is quirk. Epic, it would be. I think I have those two backwards, but okay. Epic is ability, and then having both of them is legendary rare. So it's 3 out of 4. But the whole world changed when Zuko Midoriya was born with a quirk, a flame copy. And it's similar to flame manipulation, but it copies the everyone else's nonsense. So yeah, Zuko and his sister Zumi. I forgot to add her. Or like more parts to her. There she is. But yeah. So Zumi has the epic, or no, common, or no. She has a quirk, basically. Not ability. So then the Zuko Zumi walk around. So then at age of 4, they go do their quirk check. They both have quirks. And so Zuko, they both have quirks. So they train them on training their quirks. As he copies but then out of the blue, or there's always the there was a common like creature, the one that you see on your screen. This guy right here, the big blue guy, eh? Eh? Yeah, runs around trying to make. That's why everyone stays inside. During the day. But Zuko is upset. And so he went out during the morning, as his parents told him not to. But he goes out. As a creature did noticed him, and he goes right to him. But somehow, when the creature, or as he jumps in, as he grabs the monster with two hands, as it's not affecting him at all. As as he looks inside, as he could tell who it is, as he actually says his name. Calm down. As the monster looks at him and stops attacking, and then the monster transformed into a human, back to his original state. As everyone was in shock. How did he do that? Everyone's like, whoa, so Zuko, how did you do that? As everybody starts asking him. The guy, he literally says, or no, or he had looks almost similar to Shiraki-san, but it's not Shiraki-san himself. So it's some random guy says, so you have time traveling abilities too. I see. Huh. That's why usually no one else. I try to, talk to them, but every time that I tried, they grow old or die or grow young. It's so, but you understood me. Thank you, Zuko. So then the guy disappears, vanishes into thin air. As everyone's wondering what just happened. This kid went from being So then the Zuko, who is a strongest quirk, or everyone thought he had, but then when they realized what Zuko was as as All Might was like, wait, so of course then, or it was after during the meeting. So then they were like talking about Zuko. How does this kid have powers of the time, like a paradox thing? Well, the studies show he doesn't just have ability. He also has the quirk of fire copy or fire manipulation. I'll just change it to fire manipulation. But then when everyone heard that what Zuko has, I see. So you're basically telling us that Zuko is... Does he have two? If my hypothesis is correct. Yes. As All Might froze there. He could not believe it. The kid is the only legendary that they come across. As even like Osashi was a pro hero, and when he heard that his son Hun was born with two, like quirk and ability, he completely lost his mind. Like, rumors spread around like wildfires. And then, and All for One had interest in this young man. And yeah. So he gets praised, and everyone be his friend at age of 4. Yeah. So I mean everyone. Class 1A, Class 1B. Everyone. So basically his parents got him a pocket watch. For like, because he can use it on his, if he needs to do like self-control. So yeah, he can make clicking sounds. Like when he clicked once, he could just go from 1 to 2. Yeah. So then Zuko ends up becoming a strong person. Listen. As he trains his body through these years, as everyone was like, man. And when he was at age of 15, man, oh man, he went from being scrawny kid to jacked up teenager Yeah. Because when he was in the pause dimension thing, or yeah, the he basically trains, like his body is now of that of a strong human, but Principal Nezu knows that he will be in Class 1A. So so he told Asashi if it's okay for him to have Zuko do the test before, and yeah. So before he goes into UA. So yeah, when he was only 14, Zuko was 14. Zumi was age 14, but he didn't get that opportunity. So then, yeah, so he took a test earlier. And so, yeah, he destroys, like, he got over 9 bazillion and points. Yeah. And when a big or 0 pointer came, he can. So he hit clicked, and the robot hand, as he backs up and like forwards, like he went right underneath him, underneath a 0 pointer robot, and dug all the way through. Oh, and yeah, came out through his head. As he jumps out, lands like a slide. Whoosh. As he lands, as he like hit play, the 0 pointer exploded. Conan with as everyone's like, and they looked at themselves. Yep, he's the one. If he, yeah. So then everybody, I mean, so he doesn't like he doesn't grow old. He grows taller, but not old. So yeah. Then a day came of him, or so his sister took the test, but we won't go jump into it. It's similar to canon, but yeah. So then the day came, and yeah. So then, but Zuko had these weird dreams. Like a nightmare kind. As Hisashi woke up before, he went to check on or Zuko, and the Zuko's body was freaking out. And Hisashi woke him up as he cries, as he tells him that at the USJ, no, I said I was in a dome-like shape with by myself. Oh, and I saw down there. I saw a bunch of villains come through the portal, like dark, shadowy figures, and they went and tried to use their quirks. It was like ambushed. As Sashi hugs him, it's gonna be alright. And that dome that you're talking about is USJ. Huh. Okay, so just try to go back to sleep, okay? Okay. So they basically, sorry if you, yeah. So they basically, the next day, I'm skipping ball throw. Here's the villain. So, but the next day was USJ. Hey. And when Sashi went and then told Nezu about it, I see. Zuko, who's had this dream before. Maybe it's part of his powers. He could see into the future, or what will happen. As stuff lying around him, as Inko says, so Sashi told me that you had a bad dream. What did those villains say? Well, they said that we're here to kill All Might and the rest of you. Huh. Sashi heard that and he's like, huh. And they had this big, buffed up Nomu looking creature. Like, they called it a Nomu. Huh. I see. Zuko, can you do me a favor? So they did not send Class 1A or 1B down, but they sent Zuko down with a group of heroes, like Sniper, So they go in, and it just, there it is. It's right in front of that waterfall that we see. As a dark aura comes up, hand comes out. If you have seen it, if you guys seen that part, aren't, let me know, because he do remember it. But yeah. So then they go into an epic battle, and Shiraki-san and does his like speech, like, and then All Might is like, "Yep, in that boy's dream, him, you said that already." As he looks at Zuko, the one that defeated that time monster. Monster. About 11 years ago. Or actually, 10 years ago. Yeah. So, I should be thanking you. So then yeah. So then everybody, I mean, was like, as all the all the villains went from killing All Might to going right to Zuko. Or actually, they were still had battled against All Might, but everyone heard that Zuko defeated that creature 10 years ago. The pro heroes had to, like, who battle for millennia to, but then the Zuko came in and like wrestled with it and told him to calm down, and he actually says the name. So yeah. So then the monsters, he ends up being a team. So all the villains, actually, all the villains heard about that, and they saw him, and they're like, rumors must be true, and everyone, and actually everyone respected Zuko, including the villains that were at USJ, as they were about to kill All Might, but with just as the haired girl, or like the one that turns her hair or her buns into drill saws, says, or drills into, like, yeah. But Zuko went click, and every single time stopped as he runs down, moves All Might out of there, and like, yeah, and like he puts, yeah, so he does all that stuff without lifting the finger. As he comes back, click, everything went back to normal. Yeah. So they're like, wait, how did he? Oh. As they start laughing, they just realize that the Zuko used his time power. Power? Yeah. So, as the snipe is like, man, as everyone was like, yep, including him. He was there, but he was surprised. And, and about it. So, but his time powers, the Zuku's time, evolved when he went, or he notices a change when he saw himself as a, or he went through the entire multiverse when he was only 10 years old. He saw the monster version of himself. He saw, like, the villain side of him. He saw it all. It's like him standing in line. Yeah. So then he so then he ends up becoming a, so he lays down. Yeah. As he, the next day, he goes to UA. Any weird dream? Well, no, nothing like too weird. But he, this is a question for all of you. As he asks in the whole class, the there's take a vote thing. Yeah. As Mr. Zawa knows that as he like, or as he says, well, I did had one dream where it was Bakugo who in first place, followed by Todoroki and Dark Shadow at the sports festival. Wow. As Bakugo realized, man. So then, but the support course, like support hero, this guy created a machine to access the entire multiverse by thinking, or by, so he asked Zuko to test it out. Okay? So so he looks in and they see like millions and trillions of alternate universe versions of him, like infinite amount. Izuku tells him, if you had to choose between just one out of these alternate Zukus, which one would you pick? Start with the girls, then move to guys. So then the mushroom girl went up first, and she picked like some one with the same quirk. And yeah, and then they go down the line, and of course Momo chose she chose, like, she was picking who like to like pick which one. So she chose, out of the two that she picked before, was Gigantic Leviathan and the Godzilla reincarnation version. Yeah, so yeah. So then the boys chose like the female versions of him. As Zuko tells Momo that the entrant of Leviathan in his universe, you're also in it too. Wait, so you're saying that I am in that universe too? Yeah. What was I doing in that universe? Well, in that universe, you who fell in love with him, and he, like, and him went on a date, and yeah. So then, time skip to All Might versus All for One. And then All Might was down, but he wasn't out. And Zuko used he was the one that got captured. But when he snapped his fingers, he, like, because it was part of his body, so he stopped time, and as he turned the beam, like his hand, or All for One's hand, aimed right at Zuko's, or aimed right at All for One's head. As the machine, as he like turns the attack around and like blasts him, yeah. And he picks up All Might and moves the citizens out of there, and yeah. So then So then the next day, a new girl, or two new girls, came into UA. Her and the I'm trying to find her. Or actually the and her. So yeah. So her and I know this looks like a reskin of that one class 1B student. But no, it's actually whole different person. So yeah. So then the basically the he, he so her and her were new students, but they saw Zuko and they completely lost it. They asked him to go on a date with them, and yeah. So then the day came. So then, yeah. So then, at the time, Haim Ochako pitched in, and they were about to fight each other's among each other to like between all three of them fighting each other's. Zuko, who told them to stop high, as he clicked, as time froze, as all three of them, the fireball just like vanished into thin air, and he moves them away from each others, and yeah, the basically when he went back, the all three of the students were like, "Yep, that's the one that we know." So, as they asked him who would, if he had to choose which person to date, as he says, that's easy. I date all three of you. As no need to fight among each others. So they agree. They understood that he he was the he, so he ends up dating all three, and then they're getting married to all three of them. Um. Then the yeah. So then he went and saw like he went into the future, and he saw Zuko, or he like I am not gonna spoil it, but he stopped the villain from murdering Mount or Midnight Hane, and he also went and and like kicked and Makia. Um, so then he also stops. Um, the yeah. So he so he got like teleported into a alternate timeline where it was before Doomsday Heizuku was even born, or was created from Zuko. So yeah, so Zuko ends up, or actually Paradox went in and grabbed the bullet, and like yeah. So then he grabs Inko, the from that timeline. He puts a doll version. Looks so real, but it's fake. Thing. Like a life size doll version. Yeah. So then he, so then Doomsday he was killing, and went on a killing spree, and he tried to kill All Might, but then the Paradox says, Zuko Midoriya, calm down. As Doomsday looks over, huh? What's you're her? Who are you? I'm you from the alternate timeline. The I'm Zuko Midoriya from my alternate universe. The As he like explains that Zuko, or you Doomsday Zuko, might help me. He I want to kill. I understand. To or to get your revenge on your mother, right? Or for your mother's death. How do you know about that? As everyone was shocked, as he as Zuko Paradox, Zuko told him, "Your mother hers is a-okay, actually." Um, One that the Quark Doctor shot at was just a doll version. I switched them out. Ooh. So you're saying that she's still alive? Yes. Take me to her. She's already here. As as he reached into his pocket, and or actually a portal opens up, or no, actually he pulls her out through from her pocket, or from his pocket, and like as Zuko, as he starts tearing up, as he hugs her, not squeezes her too tight, but just as she, yeah. So I want you, both of us. How about we both work together? there's a little maniac in my timeline where, yeah, that I want none, both of us to take care of. Um, hmm, I see. It's come with me. Mother, and you say here and okay, as he goes in, as they both like jump through the all the way to where he was created from, and yeah, all for one did get killed in Zuko or Doomsday Zuko's time, so yeah, and the Quark Doctor, so he ends up um lands, so he did go back to his timeline thing, right where the Quark Doctor says, or actually, Quark Doctor gave him the one for all, or all for one's power, sorry. And yeah, Zuko, or actually, the Quark Doctor says, huh, this is unexpected. How did you get here so fast? Oh, I went through a time warp. You may say, through the metaverse. You, or as all for one, or no, the Quark Doctor says you can't kill me. Oh, I can't kill you. But he can, as a doomsday creature comes walking out of a portal, as he roars louder than a normal human. As he goes in, he walks in as the Quark Doctor is screaming, ah! As Doomsday Zuko rips the bones, rips the skin, ripped everything apart, ripped the Quark Doctor to pieces, blood spewing everywhere. As he destroys the quirks of One for All, or no, All for One, as he destroys them all. Unstable Nomus were all lying. Every single one was destroyed. So then, yeah. So then we should take you back to your home. Yep. So then the Doomsday Zuko went back home. So, yeah. So then, yeah, basically Zuko went back to his home. And he hangs out with his 3 wives, and they had a lot of kids. And when Ochako heard or wanted to hear a story from Zuko, like, what did you do? Pretty long story, but I won't tell it. So then All Might was like, please do tell. Okay. So I went through the future and I saw what happened when we failed on in. Then I went into he grabbed me and teleported me away. Okay. me, and a lot of stuff happened. The universe that I went to was, do you remember that big Nomu, the one that with spikes and with gray skin? Uh, yeah. As most of them, Class 1A says, yeah, we remember. I asked him for help. As they're like, really? You asked a monster that is him for some help? Yeah. Exchange, he did save his mother before. Because in that universe, here, you want to do some pretend, like, what I'm, like, gonna roleplay as? Okay? So, Bakugo, oh, can you do, or, like, can you basically, we're gonna show one of the scenes that universe. Ready? Sure. Momo, pretend to be like Inko, okay? So then I'll be the Quark Doctor, pretend. So then I sit down and do like that stuff and told Bakugo that he was quirkless, pretend. But then I looked at the computer, all that stuff. So then, yeah, basically, Zuko ends up pretending to shoot shot at, and yeah. So then yeah. So it was an invisible one. So they're like, man. So you're saying that you switched the person out with a doll, actual person with a doll that looks so real too, huh? Yeah. Then yeah. So peace out, Cub Scouts. Peace.